Well, so doing a walk around video here of my 2003 Dodge Neon. This is a car I never thought I would own. I always thought they were pretty cool, but I never thought I would own one. But this is a yellow, I'm not sure the exact color, but it's a yellow Dodge Neon SRT4. It's lowered on coilovers. It's got stock rims. These stock rims, they look so good. So many people just keep the stock rims, either go spacers or whatever. I think they look really good. I just wish they were a size bigger. But yeah, they got decent tires on them still. Super salty because I've been driving it because I just love driving this thing. It's so fun. It's got this little guy got to re-glue down. I forgot what he's from, like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. I don't know. But I just picked this thing up the other day. It was originally listed for $3,500, and I ended up getting it for, well, $1,700 cash. I drove down there, met him. You know, we had agreed on $2,000. It's got 140,000 miles. It's really clean. So even $3,000 would have been a decent price for this car. Minus it's got some sun fade, obviously you can see, but we agreed on $2,000. He said he wouldn't budge any lower. So I drove down there, you know, I pulled the cash out of my bank, drove down there, met him. It was at night. We met at a big public place, you know, talked about the car, drove around. He's a really cool dude. He really enjoys the car. I don't remember why he was selling it. I think it was to get, a different, like a Civic Si or something. I don't exactly know I don't remember what he said, but it was to get another car that he wanted. So I get it. He had it for sale. Listed everything in the description, you know, very cleanly. The big mod list, you know, it's pretty modified. Pros and cons. The only con was sun fade, and that was it. That was literally the only con, was the sun fade on the paint. Otherwise, he said it was great. Needs a tune, but still runs and drives good. It's on a base tune, but it needs to be tuned because he's got a bunch of bolt-ons on it that it needs to be tuned for, so you can run full boost. This car, he said he's expecting with the bolt-ons he's got, he's supposed to be able to run about 15 to 17 pounds of boost. Right now I'm boosting about 13, 12-ish. And I'm not pushing it any harder than that because I don't want to hurt anything. And I'm not even doing that. I'm just kind of driving it, like 1, 2, 3 pounds of boost, if that, but I'm not really boosting much, just driving it around. And, cause I really do enjoy it. It makes some cool sounds. But got down there, you know, I looked around the car. You know, everything was good. A couple small issues that I had pointed out was that he did say about the sun fade in the post, but he said it was only on the roof. Well, I got there and you can see it's on the side pillars here, or the rear quarter pillars, whatever. It's on the trunk, obviously on the roof. It's all water spots. So there's none on the spoiler. There's none like under here in the trunk. That's just all water and wax spots that you're seeing. There's a big spot right here. The camera picks it up really good. Obviously the roof. I knew about the roof, but I didn't know about, you know, all this. It's hard to see it over here, but you can kind of see that. And there's none on the hood, none on the front. There's nothing on the front. It's just like the sides and the very couple small spots on the trunk. The front end's in pretty good shape. The front bumper is pretty chipped. It's got this little guy. Whoops. This little guy. I don't know what the heck that is. But it's not broken anywhere, but there's definitely a lot of paint chipping. The headlights are incredibly bright. I was really happy when I saw him coming. The headlights are super bright and clear. They're blue. The hood is a little bit off. I mean, this gap is a little bit different than this gap, but not much, a little bit. But otherwise, I mean, it's in pretty good shape. This is definitely going to be a little bit longer video, just a detailed walk around of this car. I'm going to start doing these on my flip cars when they're cooler cars, I guess, or decent cars. So yeah, I wasn't too happy about the sun fade. He was honest. He was like, yeah, I guess I should have mentioned more, but some of it I didn't really pay attention to, and some I just didn't really list. And then the other things he did not list, it didn't have any of these. The only sticker it had on it was the Minion That one and the red one were in the door with all the maintenance receipts. And the top one I got for entering a giveaway. I just threw it on there. But didn't really mention this guy, this chip. And then over back here, I get it's an older car, but you know, usually you mention this type of stuff. These two gouges right here in the bumper. And then over here, another thing that was kind of annoying he didn't mention was there's just this, like this big paint chip. It's like this big, and he's got it covered up with tape. So we're gonna yank that off here and see. I was kind of waiting to do this on video because I'm kind of curious what the heck. All this tape has been on here a while. So, oh, it's like cracking. You guys can't see it on camera. It's too dark over here. The paint's like cracking. So I might have to sand right here and completely re-bondo, put some bondo and paint, but I want to get as much of this tape off here as I can. He like taped it and then like sprayed like dark gold over it. I'll do that different time. It's not rust. It's like there's a nice gouge there from a paint chip, and I'm guessing because I can see some cracking right there. You can't see it on camera. So I saw that. I'm like, all right, it's all cosmetic crap. It's not the end of the world. It does look very good though. And I'm very happy with the color of it. I like the yellow a lot. But then, you know, I heard it coming. I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. And then once he let it idle, I heard it loping. It is cammed. It has a cam. It's a Crower Stage 2 cam. Crower, I don't know how you pronounce it. But it also was misfiring, which was a distinct sound, obviously. And it actually might still be missing a little bit, but it also has the cam. Makes it a little harder to hear the misfire. But he said, yeah, it definitely needs wires. It's got wires, but they're very old on it, spark plug wires. So I located a set of 10 millimeter Mopar wires and the Mopar coil. So yeah, I'm buying those here. A couple days. The guys, he'll be home from vacation. I'll go meet him. Super good deal on those. So I'll throw those on. It should take care of the misfire. It does have the engine light. Only thing for that is it's catless. It's a catless downpipe, and then so it reads an O2 code, and then it's the misfire. And I think it was cylinder 2. I don't remember already. Cylinder 2 or 3, I think. 2, I want to say. So get that, and that should take care of that. But it runs great. It barely misfires. It's just a little bit. As soon as you get on the gas, it runs good. So that's good. So that was the other issue I was upset about, because he definitely didn't list that. Going inside of her here. I'm going to go grab my keys, actually. Going inside of her, everything seems to be pretty good. You know, it wasn't listed as a mint car, but he didn't list these issues that I'm pointing out. And it kind of sucked. So long story of that is I got it down to, ended up paying $1,700 for it, which is definitely a good deal. So getting in here, the seat's in pretty good shape. There's this little guy starting, but I think I can stitch that up, and usually these bolsters are actually a lot worse. So that's not bad. So hopping in the car here, get the lights on in here at least. Kind of turn some lights on. The steering wheel has like these grooves in it. Oh, steering wheel has like these grooves in it, so it's worn on the top of it, but the rest of it's good. He did say the AEM gauge, the air fuel ratio, wasn't hooked up, which it's not. The oil pressure gauge is hooked up wrong. Like some of the wires are coming undone, I believe. So it doesn't really work. And it's wired up completely wrong to where the oil pressure light's on. Has good oil pressure. It's just the light is on. He said and you can tell it's got good oil pressure too. It has good oil pressure. You know, it's and I was reading on the forums, it's a common thing where if this is wired wrong, your oil light will come on, the pressure light, because this is your oil pressure gauge. which it's wired wrong, and then but the boost gauge works great. So, and that's the only one that's actually attached the right way. These are just like loosely in here, which is not good. So I might I'm gonna get those. Oh, it changes colors. I didn't even know that. I like the green. I didn't even know that. But it's in really good shape. It does have a, this is all receipts. You can kind of see in there. So recently it had a brand new transmission built, a built transmission put in. It wasn't just a rebuild, it was a built trans put in this. The specs are all in the on the receipt. It's got a short shifter, stage 3 clutch, which does make a little bit of chatter. Very seldom. Every once in a while, from first to second, it'll make a little chatter. Nothing like crazy, but it's kind of weird. But that was recently just put in. I don't know if it has to break in or what. It's got this little microphone Bluetooth thing I'm going to take out of here. You buy it like the auto store. I don't like that. But unless that's to hear like the blow off valve. I don't know what he did, but he's a cool dude. Seats they're in pretty good shape. Obviously every other seat's in great shape. It's kind of weird that the rear windows don't roll down. There's no switches for them, but yeah, it's in good shape. Got all my stuff here, but yeah, it's in good shape. I really like this car. I didn't think I'd ever own an SRT4. I always thought they were cool and that they're always fast. You know, I had raced, I think, 2 of them in my Grand Prix GXP, and they both smoked me. They both just completely gapped me. I jumped so far out ahead, and then they just reeled me in and passed me. So yeah, these things are not slow at all. Even stock, they're not slow. They're like 230 horsepower. You can get them stage 1, 2, or 3. 1 is just bigger injectors. 2 is bigger injectors and something else, I think, something like that. And then 3 is a bigger turbo and injectors, a little bigger turbo. But this is, I don't know what this one would be. There's no badge, but yeah, it's in really good shape for, I think, for 2003, minus some exterior stuff, which is all easily fixable. So let's pop the hood and go into there. I'll give it a quick start for you guys. I just got to kill it because the garage is shut. But yeah, it's got a short shifter. It's very notchy and it's really nice. Like there's not much wiggle room in neutral even. So kill that. Yeah, it's a nice little car. It's got a little aftermarket Alpine radio. Sounds amazing. I've never heard a 4-cylinder sound like this. It sounds so mean. It's unreal. If you don't like 4-cylinders, if you hear this in person, you'll like it. These come factory with dual exhaust out the back. This one just is routed 1 exhaust. I don't know the exact exhaust brand. I have the whole build sheet, but I don't remember the exhaust. So here she is under the hood. See the turbo right away right there. You got a nice DC Motorsports intake all the way down here. Nice filter. The battery looks a little old. Yeah, 2014. So that will need to go soon. Everything's good. No leaks, nothing like that. Can't really see back there. Oh, there's a little gouge right there in the thing, but that's stupid. You can't really see back there. It's dirty under here. It needs some love, but kind of, you can't really see up in there either. The springs up in there, but I'll tell you what, this thing for stock brakes, it brakes really hard. It's really good. It is incredibly low in the back though. Like the thing is slammed. I like the way the front sits. I think that's perfect. The back needs to come up a little bit. Because I like my wheels to fit flush in the gap. I don't like them to be sunken in and slammed. I don't like that look. But yeah, that's the seal SRT4 walk around. I'm definitely going to get some exhaust clips, driving, pulls, do all that. It's hard to do pulls and record, obviously, with the 5-speed manual, and because it's winter right now. The thing literally just blows the tires off through 3rd gear. So anything 3rd gear really just blows the tires off. You can only go full throttle in 4th gear, or sometimes 3rd gear if you really warm the tires up. But yeah, as soon as boost starts to hit, it just lights the tires up. And 3rd gear in this car absolutely rips. A couple times I've gotten it to hook, it just pulls for days. I mean, I was at 135 so fast. I really didn't even realize I was going that fast. And I hit that as I was just going into, I was in the beginning of 4th gear, I hit 135. And this thing rips, I'll tell you that. So it's got CX Racing parts too. It has some internals done to the motor. I don't exactly know what. I have the entire build sheet. I know the blow-off valve is an HKS blow-off valve. It does have an aftermarket downpipe. It's got just a bass tune right now, which it needs a tune, obviously. These little aftermarket things you can put on the headlights, I don't think it comes with those. But yeah, just wanted to get this walk-around video of the Neon. Kind of show you guys what this thing's about. Definitely going to get some pulls here for you guys soon. Set up my GoPro on the windshield and get some pulls. My laptop crashed, so I can't do that right now because I can't edit the video and upload it with the GoPro. But the baseline tune on this is 91 octane. Doesn't really say in there, but yeah, it's 91 octane. It's got tint on all the back window, and then the rear windshield in the back doesn't have any tint right here. I don't know why. I kind of wish it did, but that's okay. It's got the short, stubby antenna. There's not much to see for under the hood. Everything that's done to it is either internal or kind of back down there. The downpipe, exhaust, turbo. I believe it's a stock turbo, but he did recently replace it with a warranted used turbo, which the warranty's in the glove box too. There's so many receipts, which is awesome. It does look fairly new. Not like brand new, but it looks like it's newer than 140,000 miles, 145,000 miles. It sounds sweet. The blow-off sounds awesome. It's pretty loud. It's got the front mount intercooler aftermarket. I believe it's HKS, or I don't exactly remember. Tabs are expired. I got to get tabs for it. But yeah, there's that guy. So yeah, it's a really cool little car. Let me know what you guys think of this car. I'm guessing it makes about 280 to 300 wheel horsepower. I have a buddy who has one in town. He had a black one, which is the one that just dumped on my GXP, and that one was 282 wheel horsepower with dyno sheets. This one hasn't been dynoed. I'd like to get it dyno tuned while I have it, because that would really help this car, because it needs the tune for all the bolt-ons, because the baseline tune on this is not for everything it's got. It's got enough stuff on here to go stage 2. So yeah, I'm thinking about booking an appointment down at DB Performance in the cities, and I believe they're in Ramsey, Minnesota. Get this thing on the dyno and get a good custom dyno tune done for about $500. I think it's what it's going to cost for a good custom dyno tune. Very reputable shop, and I think this thing's going to be close to 300 wheel. It's I'd say at least 270, 280 wheel, which, if you guys know, in this light little car, these things absolutely rip. And this one definitely feels faster than the black one that I said dumped on my GXP, because I'd ridden in that one a few times. So I'm guessing this is about 300 wheel horsepower once it's tuned, with the custom tune. And I guess go from there. It's a really cool car. I'd like to keep it for a while, but I do have it posted for sale already. Obviously, that's what it is. It's a flip car, but I do want to get it dyno tuned while I have it. I just don't know. We'll see how everything goes. In the process of working on getting my dealer's license and all that. So it's kind of, but it'd be really nice. So let me know if you guys want to see more videos on the Neon. I'm definitely going to post some on my channel just because I'd like to have videos of it on my channel. I'm going to go ahead under here and clean this. I'm going to repaint the SRT4. It's like chipping and stuff. Go ahead and shine all this up, and this thing, shine that up, give it a good shine. Might toss a new battery in here. I checked all the fluids. Obviously, they're good. No mechanical issues. The only problem is when he did the When he did the coilovers, he did not put the bushings in with them, so it clunks on bumps, which is kind of annoying. I have the bushings, he just didn't put them in. I don't know why he didn't put them in, because now if I want to keep it, I got to go through all that and do it, because it's kind of annoying on bumps. It sounds like it's just popping the struts. It's wired for subs too, but yeah, it's a cool little car. No mechanical issues, minus some like bushings for the struts or the coilovers, but that's about it. So catch you guys in the next video. Next video will probably be doing some pulls in this thing, some just maybe normal driving. We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the little neon. It's still a neon, but it's an angry little thing, I'll tell you that.